Hello friends, I am Mayank Mohanka, partner in Messrs SM Mohanka and Associates and founder director in Taxmann India Private Limited. In this byte, I am making an honest and sincere attempt to explain the budget amendment in relation to the furnishing of updated return in the Finance Bill 2022 with the help of an example. Friends, Finance Bill 2022 has proposed a new subsection 8A in section 139 to be inserted with effect from 1st of April 2022. So this new subsection 8A enables the taxpayers to file their updated return of income within a period of 2 years from the end of the relevant assessment year, with an additional tax of 25% or 50% as the case may be. Friends, currently the taxpayer has the option to file either the belated return under section 139(4) or the revised return under section 139(5) within a period of 3 months prior to the end of the relevant assessment year. So now let us understand this chronology of the events with the help of a practical example. Friends, as this amendment is applicable with effect from 1st of April 22, that is financial year 22-23, so let us take a financial year 22-23, assessment year 23-24. So suppose I am an SSC and for financial year 22-23 and assessment year 23-24, I file my return of income, original return of income under section 139 subsection 1 within the stipulated time period, that is 31st July 23, assuming that no extension is there. So I file my original return under section 139 subsection 1 by 31st July 23. So now what this new subsection 8A provides, that if I observe some errors and omissions in the estimation of income resulting in an increased income, then I have the option to file my updated return within the end of within the period of 2 years from the end of the assessment year, that is by 31st March 2026 I can file my updated return of income under section 139 subsection 8A, and belated return in this case can be filed within a period of 3 months prior to the end of the relevant assessment year. In our example, this date will be 31st December 23, both for belated return as well as revised return. Friends, but here you need to understand this, that in revised return the taxpayer has the option to even reduce his income tax liability or claim extra refund. But this new section 8A does not allow the taxpayer to file his updated return if this updated return results in an decrease in tax liability, or it is a return of loss, or it results in increase in its refund. So it only allows to file the updated return only and only if there is an increase in tax liability. Okay, and now coming to the additional tax which is required to be paid. For this, a new section 140B has been proposed to be inserted, and which provides that an additional tax of 25% is required to be paid if this updated return is filed after the expiry of the time period of filing of belated return and revised return and within a period of 12 months. So in our example, the period of filing belated return or the revised return expires on 31st December 23. So if I file my updated return after 31st December 23 and before 31st March 25, before 31st March 25, then the additional tax will be 25%. But if I file my updated return after 31st March 25, after 12 months and within 24 months, that is after 31st March 25 but before 31st March 26, then the amount of additional tax will be 50%. And friends, this additional tax will be over and above the principal tax and the penal interest under section 234A, B and C, which will be applicable on this additional income. So this 25% tax and 50% tax are over and above your principal tax liability as well as the penal interest. So, and friends, one thing more, one important thing which I would like to share with you. Friends, this extension in time period of filing the updated return is also giving your assessing officer the extended time period under section 143(2) to serve your notice under section 143(2), because proviso to section 143(2) provides that a notice under that section can be issued by the assessing officer within a period of 3 months from the end of the financial year in which return has been filed. So in our example, suppose I filed my return of income on 31st July 2023. So the assessing officer has the time period of issuing notice under section 143(2) to me by 30th of June 2024. So, but now if I file my updated return by 31st March 2026, then the assessing officer has the time period to issue me a notice under section 143(2) by 30th June 2026. So simultaneously the time period for serving of notice under section 143(2) or for that matter 148 is also getting extended. So this you should take care. And friends, this was all about this new amendment pertaining to the filing of updated return. Hope you are keeping safe in these taxing times, and with this I would like to end up this byte. Okay, bye bye, take care.